speaking public forum, they need forms at the back. We need notice. Okay, Keith.
Yep. Oh, good. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good to see you all again. Hopefully it's reciprocal, although I somehow doubt it. Just a couple of things before I start.
We're accustomed to you, Keith.
Like a bad smell. Firstly, just picking up from what Gail says, is that I will load the video she was showing to YouTube, and I'll send you a link for that as well, and it may be easier to watch that than going through Facebook. We'll get that done tonight, so you'll be able to do it tomorrow. Secondly, thank you, Richard, for your time earlier this morning. We were able to, or earlier in the day, we were able to talk through the issues that I'm going to present to you now with regard to members' reports. Get this to work. There we are. Members' reports are an important part of transparency and accountability. They need to be written and attached to the agenda. Why? This allows other members to review and prepare questions. Also, it gives constituents the opportunity to review them and either present at public forum, as I am, or pass questions on to another member to ask. Following on from there, members should be able to ask any other member any questions relating to their report or their portfolio. If the member is not able to answer it on the spot, then they can commit to reply at the next board meeting. Now, this was quite an issue at the last board meeting, as I'm sure you're well aware, and hopefully you may have discussed it at one of the workshops in the meantime and can actually clarify, Chair, exactly what the position is going forward.
It's pretty well it. Yeah, Keith, yeah.
Good, thanks, Richard. In terms of the report itself, it should contain a minimum of any issues within their portfolio and representations, for example, the business associations. As I was discussing with Richard, Waitemata is actually quite unique in Auckland, and that we have 7 business associations within our area, whereas most other local board areas have 1, if any. And that is because Waitemata, of course, is the nucleus of Auckland's business community. So therefore, the issues of that business community are important to where we fit into the world and need to be represented to the board and to constituents. Clearly, community events, which the members have been involved in. In fact, this is one area that at the moment is well covered by the reports. And a new one, which I think only probably Alex and Graham have picked up on, although I did notice a mention of a constituent contact in Richard's report this month. But one of the ongoing criticisms of the board is the lack of constituent contact with members. And I think, again, if you are prepared to be transparent, then the world can see what contacts you have. And if you're really going to be helpful, you could summarise what the contact was about. Another change I would ask is that members' reports in the agenda should be placed immediately after the public forum to get maximum exposure. And by that I mean that if there's any public attendees at this meeting, it's normally at the deputation and at the public forum level. So why don't we give them also the opportunity to see and hear and read the members' reports? Then the board can get on with all the other matters that are actually within their mandate. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Any questions from members? If not, I'll move that the Waitemata Local Board thank Keith McConnell for his presentation and attendance at the meeting. Is there a seconder? Seconded Alex. Yeah, we had a good discussion, Keith, and I'm aware of the reasons behind some of the things you're pressing for. We always discuss them at our admin time. So I'll put those in favour will say aye. Contrary, no. That's Karen.
I wish to record that I'm disappointed there were no questions. Maybe I answered all of them before you got to
Very
it.
clear.